Shane, there's something going on with your eye. Now, I know that. Well, what the hell is going on? And what are some different things that could happen to your eye and could cause something like this? Shane, go to the doctor. Already did. So what it could be, something like blepharitis, fancy way of saying inflammation of the eyelid. You get a swollen eyelid. You know, maybe typically won't affect the bottom as much and just the top. Chalazion, that's a sty, right? With a sty, you see that little, almost like pimple type thing, a little pointy thing. Chalazion's kind of just ubiquitously the eyelid and kind of affects the back part too, but same type of principle, right? It could be conjunctivitis or pink eye, as we know. And these things could be caused by viral or bacterial infection. I think conjunctivitis is most commonly viral. Viral, bacterial, allergens. It could be something that's clogging up a pore in your eyelid, and so it's all swollen and clogged up there. And they'll typically recommend, warm compress if you're treating it at home. This isn't medical advice. Go see your doctor if you have any eye issues. All right, not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, prevent any disease, but I wanted to share with you my story here in the past few days because it's very interesting, and I'm glad I got it taken care of. And I'll tell you why it is more serious than any of the aforementioned things. Which again, you typically use eye drops, something like artificial tears. You'll put in there, stop using your contacts, eye makeup, right, for a few days, things like that. See a doctor in 7 days, at the most, if you still have symptoms, especially if it's painful or if it's progressing, if it's getting worse, then go see them sooner than later, right? If you have a fever, definitely see them right away. If it's painful and it definitely, getting worse over the next few days, definitely see them as soon as you can. All right, and if you're taking antibiotics and it's not getting better within 3 days, then you got to go back and you got to reassess the situation with them. What the other thing it could be, at least one of them, is periorbital cellulitis or orbital cellulitis. And this is an infection around the eye, right? Now, periorbital, peri means around, right? And so that means around the orbital area here. So around the eye, there's an infection, and that's typically going to affect the outside part. But that can be, and that's already serious, right? And you'd want to get antibiotics for that as soon as possible if it's a bacteria infection causing it, which is most common, something like staph or whatever. If it progresses to orbital cellulitis, now this is getting really, really serious. This is not a warm compress thing. This is not an eye drop thing. If it becomes painful to move your eye, that is a sign you got to go in yesterday. You got to go immediately. Because what can happen is this can travel to your optic nerve. It could cause blindness in just a few days. So it's not something to mess around with. That's what I had. Periorbital cellulitis. So I gave it a day and I said, all right, warm compress, whatever. Let's see, artificial tears. Let's see if this gets better. And I don't wear eye makeup, so I don't have to worry about that. Or contacts. And it didn't. It got worse the next day, right? And so right away, I saw a doctor, and they said orbital cellulitis. And I don't have a fever, but they said periorbital cellulitis, and it was progressing to orbital because it was starting to get painful for me to move my eye in different directions, right? And so that's using my intraocular muscles, like your superior oblique, inferior oblique, the rectus muscles that move side to side, and so on, right? And so that's now traveling into the inner portions of my eye. And that is, again, not something to mess around with. I got antibiotics right away, and I've been taking them. It's already a little bit better. It was extremely painful yesterday. But this isn't a where said Shane sympathy video. This is telling you, typically it's not serious if you have a little bit of swelling on your eyelid, but it can be very serious, and you have to know things to look out for, even if you don't have other signs of an infection that are common with something like cellulitis, like a fever, right? And so that's what we got for you guys today. We also got a birthday today. Rich Demling, happy birthday, my brother. This one's absolutely for you. I'm going to sing to your ass. Happy birthday to you. My eyes all fucked up, but I could still sing. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Richie Demling. Happy birthday to you. Many, many more, man. I hope you have the best day today. I hope you're not working. You probably are. But, maybe we'll party on the weekend or something like that. Can't promise I'll drink. but I will hang out and have a good time. Who do we got on here? Let's say what's up. Oh, thank you. My hair is froed up right now. I was taking a little nap before I'm off today. You need rest is a big thing with something like this. I need to give my body a chance to recover. So, it's important. What's up, Athlison? Thanks for coming on, Empanico. What's up, what's up, what's up? Hold this so I can move the phone. The champ, Sabia. What's up, lady? How you doing, pretty girl? Jamal. Cherigios. We here, killer. That's right, Master Dave, beast from the east. I worked out hard past few days. I'm actually taking today off and I'm resting. That's what my body wants me to do. So, Latin dude. Slim Shreds, what up, young stud? How you doing, Master Ben? Rhonda, what's up, baby? How you doing, love? Thanks for coming on. JBW and Frank, what's happening? OG. As for now, so we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have an amazing day. Thank you very much. Happy One Wellness. Happy birthday, Rich Demling.